Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive. Today we're tackling Twitter Bootstrap developers.
Ooh, yeah.
All those burning questions you have about hiring them. It's perfect for you if you're thinking about a really slick website,
Right.
Responsive, all that. But you don't want to start from scratch, right?
Yeah.
And the good news is
Yeah.
finding the perfect Bootstrap developer doesn't have to be a huge pain.
I like that, yeah.
Because theperfectdeveloper.com,
Yes.
they've got you covered.
Yeah.
They're the experts at finding awesome developers.
They really are.
And hey, while we're at it, why not try the 5 questions over at theperfectdeveloper.com?
I agree.
It's a quick and easy way to figure out exactly what you need in a developer.
That's a great point. Knowing what you need is like the first step to a successful project.
For sure.
So let's jump into those FAQs, those frequently asked questions everybody has.
Okay.
First off, what exactly a Twitter Bootstrap developer?
Yeah, that's a good place to start.
Sounds kind of technical. It is, but it's not actually that complicated.
Right.
Think of it this way.
Okay.
Bootstrap is like a prefab toolkit for websites.
Okay.
It's packed with ready-made code snippets.
Right.
Things like, navigation bars and buttons and forms, all that good stuff. And Bootstrap developers are the experts who take this toolkit and build websites that look fantastic.
Okay.
They work perfectly on any device.
Oh, wow.
From phones to desktops.
Nice.
And here's the real kicker.
What's that?
Because they're using these pre-built components.
Right.
Development is so much faster and more efficient.
That makes sense.
Yeah, which can save you a ton of time and money.
Yeah, that's huge.
Right.
Okay, so we're talking efficiency and like that modern responsive look everyone wants.
Exactly.
These days.
Yeah.
But how are Bootstrap developers different from, say, other front-end developers or even full-stack developers?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
That's where their specialization really comes in.
Okay.
Front-end developers, they handle everything you see and interact with on a website.
Right.
Like the layout, the visuals, the functionality, all that.
Yeah.
Full-stack developers, they work on both the front end and the back end.
Okay.
It's like all the behind-the-scenes magic that makes the website tick.
Right.
Bootstrap developers are like a specialized subset of front-end developers. They zero in on using the Bootstrap framework.
Okay.
They're masters at using those pre-built Bootstrap components, customizing them to fit your specific needs, and making sure your site looks and works perfectly on every single device.
That's impressive.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so let's say I'm ready to hire a Bootstrap developer.
Okay, great.
What are the key skills I should be looking for besides, actually knowing Bootstrap?
Right. Well, besides being fluent in Bootstrap, they need a really solid foundation in the core web development languages.
Okay.
HTML, the structure of the web page, CSS, that styles it, JavaScript, which makes it interactive.
Oh, I see.
Since responsive design is so important with Bootstrap,
Yeah.
you really want developers who understand how to make websites
Yeah.
that adapt beautifully to different screen sizes.
That's key these days.
Yeah, it's essential.
So it's like a mix of technical skills and design sensibility.
Absolutely.
What about problem-solving skills?
Yeah.
Is that important?
Oh, absolutely. Every project will throw curveballs your way.
Right.
You need a developer who can think on their feet.
Yeah.
Find solutions to unexpected challenges.
Totally.
Also, look for experience with CSS preprocessors.
Okay.
Like Sass or Lessas.
Oh, yeah.
These tools streamline styling, save you time, and ensure consistent styling across the whole website.
Got it. So where do I actually find these talented people?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah, I imagine theperfectdeveloper.com is a good starting point.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
They take the guesswork out of hiring. They connect you with vetted developers who have the exact skills and experience you need.
That's awesome.
It is. But don't limit yourself. Explore freelance platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, job boards like LinkedIn, or even tap into your network for referrals.
Good idea.
You never know where you'll find that perfect developer.
Right.
Yeah, and referrals are great.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because it's like a personal recommendation from someone you already trust.
Exactly.
But let's talk money.
Okay, yeah. The big question.
Some money question, salaries.
Yeah, everyone wants to know, but it's got to be tough to answer, right?
It depends on a few things.
Okay.
Mostly experience and location.
Right.
Let's start with the U.S.
Okay.
Salaries tend to be higher there.
Okay.
So a junior Bootstrap developer, maybe a year or two of experience.
Okay.
They might make around $60,000 to $80,000 a year.
Okay.
Someone with like 3 to 5 years, a mid-level developer, you're probably looking at $80,000 to $110,000.
Okay.
And then those senior developers, 6+ years,
right,
they can easily earn $110,000 to $140,000.
Wow.
Or even more sometimes.
Okay, so that's a pretty wide range.
That is.
And I'm guessing those numbers change when we talk about Europe or Asia.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Salaries are usually a bit lower in those regions.
Okay.
And we can't forget freelance rates.
Right. Freelancing is getting so popular.
It is, yeah.
So what kind of hourly rates are we looking at there?
Well, a junior freelancer might charge like $20 to $35 an hour.
Oops.
Mid-level, probably $35 to $70 an hour.
Got it.
And those top senior freelancers, the ones everyone wants,
yeah,
you might see $70 to $120 an hour.
Wow.
Maybe even more. It all depends on their expertise and how complex the project is.
So we've got a sense of the salary landscape.
Yeah.
Now for the big decision.
Okay.
Full-time, part-time, in-house, outsource.
Right. So many choices.
How do I even choose?
Sadly, there's no one right answer. It comes down to your specific needs.
Right.
Full-time's great if you have ongoing projects.
Yeah.
You need someone dedicated consistently.
Right.
Part-time can be good for smaller projects.
Yeah.
Or, specific tasks.
Makes sense.
In-house gives you more control.
Yeah.
Closer collaboration, perfect for those really complex projects.
Okay.
And outsourcing, that can be cost-effective,
Right.
especially for startups or businesses with limited resources.
Yeah, so many things to juggle.
I know, right?
Project scope, budget, team dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
It can be overwhelming.
It definitely can be.
But theperfectdeveloper.com can help with that, right?
They can, absolutely.
Yeah.
They offer all sorts of hiring options.
Okay.
So you can find the perfect fit for you,
That's good to know.
whether it's a contractor or a full-time team member.
Awesome. Okay. Let's switch gears a bit.
All right.
I want to talk about the hiring process itself.
Okay.
Any tips to make sure it goes smoothly?
Yeah,
And I end up with the right developer.
Well, first things first.
Okay.
You got to clearly define your project needs.
Like, what are my goals?
Exactly. What are your goals?
Budget. Timeline.
Yes, all of that. The more specific you are up front,
Right.
the better you'll be able to communicate those needs.
Potential developers? Makes sense.
It's like, don't go grocery shopping when you're starving.
Uh-huh. I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You just buy everything.
Yeah, for sure.
And just like you wouldn't hire a chef without tasting their food,
Right.
don't skip the screening process for developers.
Okay.
Check out their portfolios.
Yeah.
Look for projects similar to yours. Pay attention to their design style.
Right.
Make sure their sites are actually responsive.
Good point.
And don't just rely on portfolios.
Okay.
Do a technical interview too.
Yeah. Okay.
See how they solve problems, how well they understand Bootstrap.
So portfolios are like their resume.
Yeah, you could say that.
And then the technical interview is where we really test them. I've heard some companies even give coding challenges.
They do.
Okay.
A small coding challenge can be a great way to see their approach,
Right.
how they actually write code.
Okay.
And don't forget about communication skills.
Oh, right. That's important too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You need their thought process,
Yeah.
collaborate with others,
Great.
clearly explain any challenges or solutions.
So look for good communicators.
Yes. Definitely.
That ask some behavioral questions in the interview.
Exactly.
To see how they communicate, how they work in a team.
That's a great approach.
This has been super helpful.
Good. I'm
We
glad.
covered so much, like defining what a Bootstrap developer even is, to navigating the hiring process.
It's a lot to take in.
What else should we talk about?
Well, once you find that perfect developer,
Right.
there's onboarding and then managing the development team.
Yeah. Keeping them happy and productive.
Exactly.
We could talk about that next.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So we've talked about finding and hiring great Twitter Bootstrap developers.
Yeah.
But now I want to talk about building like a dream team.
Okay.
A development team that not only delivers,
Yeah.
but really thrives and collaborates.
That's a great point. It's often overlooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do we start?
It starts with communication.
Okay.
Open, honest, and frequent.
Right. Especially with remote work being so common these days.
Exactly. It can prevent so many misunderstandings, stop conflicts before they start,
Right.
and ensures everyone is on the same page.
So practically speaking,
Yeah.
how do we promote good communication in a team?
Wow.
Especially when they're spread out.
Regular team meetings are key,
Okay.
even if they're virtual.
Yeah.
And these meetings shouldn't just be for project updates.
Okay.
It's a chance to brainstorm, to problem solve, connect as a team.
Yeah, for sure.
And tools like Slack or Microsoft Teams can help
Yeah.
for those quick questions throughout the day.
Right, because sometimes you just need a quick answer.
Exactly.
Or second opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without scheduling a whole meeting.
And don't forget about face-to-face. Yeah. Even if it's just video calls, right, it can clear up confusion so much faster than emails.
For sure. Okay, so communication is like the foundation.
Let that brag.
Yeah. What other building blocks do we need?
Well-defined roles and responsibilities are crucial.
Okay.
Everyone needs to know exactly what they're responsible for.
Right.
And how it all fits into the bigger picture.
Prevents confusion, duplication of effort.
Exactly.
All those headaches.
It avoids those stepping on toes moments.
Right.
So yeah, give them ownership, a sense of purpose.
I like that. Okay, so speaking of ownership, we need to talk about collaboration.
Absolutely. A team that works together seamlessly, supports each other, shares knowledge freely.
But how do we create that, especially with remote teams?
It takes effort, but there are tools and techniques that can help. Encourage pair programming.
Okay.
2 developers working side by side on the same code. Okay. It encourages knowledge sharing, different perspectives.
That makes sense.
Regular code reviews are also great. Everyone learns from each other, keeps the code quality high.
So are there specific tools that can help?
Oh, tons.
Okay.
Project management tools like Jira or Trello.
Yeah.
They help keep things organized, track progress, manage tasks.
Right.
Version control systems like Git are also essential.
Okay.
So you can all work on the code without overwriting each other.
Right. So there's a whole ecosystem of tools to help.
There is, and it's always evolving.
Which brings us to another point, right?
Yeah.
Continuous learning.
Absolutely. Technology never stands still.
Right.
You got to encourage your team to stay up to date.
Yeah. So how can leaders promote that?
Give them access to online courses, industry conferences, even dedicated time for self-study.
Right.
Encourage them to share what they're learning.
Yeah.
Do internal presentations, workshops.
I like that. Build a culture of continuous improvement.
Exactly.
It's fascinating how building a strong development team goes beyond technical skills.
It does.
Communication and collaboration, learning.
All essential.
And let's not forget the human element.
Right. Recognizing their hard work.
Yeah.
Rewarding them. It boosts morale and motivation.
Makes a huge difference.
Celebrate those successes no matter how small.
Yeah, a little appreciation can go a long way.
It really can.
So building a thriving development team is an ongoing process.
Yes.
But the rewards are huge.
They are.
But this deep dive has been amazing.
I'm glad you think so.
We've covered so much.
We have.
What a Twitter Bootstrap developer is. How to build a high-performing team.
Yeah.
And remember, if you're ready to hire a Bootstrap developer, theperfectdeveloper.com can help.
Absolutely. They're the best.
They have a proven track record.
They do.
Connecting businesses with great tech talent.
I can vouch for that.
And don't forget to check out the 5 questions.
Yes.
On theperfectdeveloper.com.
Great place to start.
To kick off your search.
I agree.
So until next time, keep diving deep.